Prajwal, Prajwal, switch on your mic. Prajwal, switch on your mic. Prajwal Aradhya, switch on your mic.
Hello, sir.
Hi, good morning, Prajwal. Which image can be obtained on screen, real or virtual?
Virtuals.
Virtual image. Very, very good. Wrong answer. Shut down your mic. You're not practicing, students. Real image can be obtained on screen. Virtual image cannot be obtained on screen. In the last class, this was the last concept about real and virtual images, right? Which can be obtained on the screen, which cannot be obtained on the screen. Then image formed by the plane mirror. This is such a beautiful concept in physics. There is a plane mirror. Object distance is equal to image distance. Height of the object is equal to height of the image. In this case, as we have taken a real object, there is a virtual image is formed. And all the virtual images formed are erect. Erect means as it is. Inverted means upside down. In the case of plane mirror, speed of an object is equal to speed of an image. If the object speed is 3 meter per second, image speed also 3 meter per second. But this question will not come in the NEET exam or JEE exam. How the question will come means that question from the relative speed concept you may expect. What is that? Image speed with respect to object speed. Same case, object is moving with 3 meter per second, image is moving with 3 meter per second. Image speed with respect to object speed, that means the relative speed they are asking with respect to. Okay, what is that? 6 meters per second. This is 3 meter per second, 3 meter per second. When they are moving in opposite direction, the relative speed, how will you find out? So relative speed we will find just by adding them. And here one more interesting thing I'll tell you. Listen, little advanced level we go. And here I just wanted to write, students, little advanced level. So sometimes just to confuse you, they'll ask the question like this. So what is the image speed? What is the image speed with respect to mirror? What is the image speed with respect to mirror? Mirror is not at all moving with some velocity. Velocity of the mirror is 0. Understand? Image speed with respect to object. See, image is moving, object is also moving. Then the relative speed will be there. So image speed they are asking with respect to mirror. Object is moving with 3 meter per second. Image is moving with 3 meter per second. But the mirror is not at all moving. So image speed with respect to mirror is also just the image speed. That's it, 3 meter per second. This is a little advanced, right? And one more advanced topic I just wanted to mention here. One more advanced topic, and there is no proofs are required for you right now. Those and all will be discussed in the revision. Just this is an advanced topic. Carefully observe. Students, carefully observe. So this is the plane mirror. Observe. This is the plane mirror. So there is an object here. Here, object is at rest. Plane mirror is moving with a velocity v. And at the same distance, there is an image is formed, right? This image now will move with a velocity 2v. I hope you understand. When the object is at rest, plane mirror is moving towards the object with a velocity v. The image will move with a velocity 2 times v. The plane mirror velocity 3 meter per second. So now the image velocity will be a 6 meters per second. When, what is the condition here? The condition is that object must be at rest. Whereas in this case, object is not at rest. Object is moving towards the mirror. Mirror is at rest here. I hope you understand the advanced level concept also. Yes or no? Raise your hands, my dear students. Raise your hands, my dear students. Yes or no? Raise your hands. The advanced level concept also, I hope you understand. Raise your hands. Fast, 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 fast. Very good. And this is the claps for you. Take it. Enjoy. Right. Now, coming back to this. So this is what the past, whatever we have discussed in the last class. Okay. And now, see, you can also go through the slide once again. Okay, you have the recorded video and you will get the recorded video of today's session also. All right. So the topic of our interest is number of observable images. Number of observable images. Okay, let's see. Students, you observe carefully. There is a plane mirror I have. There is a plane mirror. Carefully you see, there is a plane mirror. There is an object is placed here. This is called the object, and at the same distance, image will be formed. Okay, at the same distance, image will be formed. So how many objects are here? One. How many images will be formed? One. Understand? Clear? How many plane mirrors are here? One. So simple analysis. One object, one image. One plane mirror, one image. Understand? So for example, if I take a two plane mirrors, understand? See here, one mirror, one image. So can I take, if I take two mirrors, and between these two mirrors there is an object is kept, I can say two images will form. So don't think like that. This is 100% wrong statement. How many number of images will be formed when the object is kept between two plane mirrors? This is the wrong statement, whatever I have mentioned. Most of the students will just get confused. One mirror, one image, that's fine. But two mirrors are there. When the object is kept between two mirrors, how many number of images? That is what the topic of interest. A very, very interesting and exciting topic for you, and carefully observe. Carefully observe. And let's start that. Students, this is a plane mirror. Another plane mirror I'm keeping like this. The angle between the plane mirrors is theta. This theta can be 0 degrees. Theta can be 60, theta can be 90, any angle. Theta is angle between the plane mirrors. Observe. Theta is the angle between the plane mirrors. All right. Now there is an object is kept somewhere here. This is the object is kept somewhere here. Number of observable images, how many? Because multiple reflections will take place in this case. I hope you all will agree with that. Multiple reflections will take in this case. From this object, there is a light ray will incident here, and according to laws of reflection, it will reflect. There is one more light ray incident here. According to laws of reflection, it will reflect. There is one more light ray is incident here. According to laws of reflection, it will reflect. Like this, several reflections will take place, and multiple reflections takes place. Intensity of the light gradually decreases, but number of images formed will be different, right? According to that theta angle, number of images formed will be different. And let's start it. Okay. So first thing, if you want the number of images to be formed, you need a formula. N dash is equal to 360 by theta. What is this? N dash is equal to 360 by theta. Observe carefully, students. Simple analysis which will make you stronger in the concept called number of images formed in between the two plane mirrors when you keep an object. Okay, let us take this is theta is 60 degrees. Observe carefully, students. So this is what, just a simple formula, but that's not the final formula. Simple formula, but this is not the final formula. Final formula is different. This is the simple formula and the starting formula. When theta is 60 degrees, theta is what? Angle between the plane mirrors. So what is n dash here? N dash is equal to 360 degrees by theta. Theta is 60 degrees. So what is n dash value? 6. Students, what is n dash value? 6. 6 is an even number or odd number? 6 is an even number or odd number? So definitely it is a even number. Listen, the 6 is a even number. When your n dash value is even, you know the number of images formed is small n, which is equal to n dash minus 1 is the formula. This is the final formula, students. This is the final formula, students. Everybody listen. If your n dash, this is a basic formula. When your basic formula value is even, then the number of images formed will be n dash minus 1. So what is the number of images formed? N dash value is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. Yes. When the angle between two plane mirrors is 60 degrees, how many number of images formed? 5 number of images formed. 5. Very, very important thing. Okay. Next step, let's move. Let me take the theta value is 72 degrees. 72. So first step is what? What is n dash? 360 degrees divided by 72 degree. What is this answer? N dash value is how much, students? N dash value is how much? So this is 5. 5 is an even number or odd number? It is an odd number. When n dash is an odd number, you should see that position of the object is, look at here. If n dash is object, you should check for position of the object. And I'm strongly and confidently saying that this kind of analysis you will never get anywhere, students. If your n dash value, this n dash value is odd, you should check the position of the object. Position of the object can be symmetric or asymmetric. Symmetric or asymmetric. Don't get confused. What is meant by symmetric? What is meant by asymmetric? I'll tell you here. We are here to clear all of your doubts. Okay. So whether the position of the object is symmetric or asymmetric, that depends on like that. When your n dash value is odd. When your n dash value is odd. Okay. Now, look at this. These two are the plane mirrors here. So when I cut this area into two equal parts like these, students, if I place the object here, so that is called a symmetric position. Any place other than this line, if I place the object, that is called asymmetric position. I hope you understand what is meant by symmetric and asymmetric. If it is symmetric, okay, if the symmetric position is there, your number of images, see here, small n is number of images, right? Number of images are n dash minus 1. If the object is placed as asymmetric, number of images are as it is n dash. So simple. That means odd. If the n dash value is odd, if the object is kept symmetrically, n number of images are n dash minus 1. What is n dash value? 5. So the number of images are 5 minus 1. It is 4. This 4 is even number. Don't take this step to here once again. Okay, that's wrong. Students, sir, this is even number. Can I do minus 1? Because you only told when this is even. No, 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 no. Okay, clear, students? That's it. This is finished up to this. Now, if the position of the object is asymmetric, number of images formed is n dash, just as it is. How you got your n dash value? The same value will gives you the number of images are 5. So this is asymmetric condition, students. This is asymmetric condition. Okay. So odd is finished, even is finished. Now if it is a fraction, how many number of images will be formed, right? So students, this may be your doubt, and that doubt also will be cleared right now. Just get ready for that. Just get ready for that, and that doubt also will be cleared for you now. So let us take an angle between the two plane mirrors is 80 degrees, students. Then your n dash value is 360 divided by 80 degrees, and I can clearly write it is 4.5. So this 4.5 is a fraction. This is the fraction will have integer part and the decimal part. So the number of images formed will be square brackets of n dash. You know what is meant by square brackets of n dash? So you must take only integer value, not the decimal value. What is the integer value here? This 4 is the integral value. Okay, students, the number of images formed is 4. Sir, this is even. Can I take minus 1? No, no, no. Never. That's it. This is final. Only once you use the formula and then you check whether it is even or odd or fraction. If it is even, there are two more cases: symmetric, asymmetric. A step. All right, students. That's it. Now, sir, if the angle between the plane mirrors are 0 degrees, that means they're parallel to each other. In this case, how many number of images will be formed? Okay, listen, this is such a beautiful concept here. This you can experience in your daily life also. There is a plane mirror here. Students, there is a plane mirror here. So students, there is a plane mirror here. So the angle between them, theta is equal to 0 degrees, students. Theta is 0 degrees. Understand? Now, imagine the object is kept somewhere here. Imagine the object is kept somewhere here. So let us take at a 1 meter distance the object is kept. Here also 1 meter distance the object is kept. Right? So this is 1 meter. Let's talk about the first plane mirror. At 1 meter, there is an image will be formed. Now this image for the second plane mirror is at what distance? This image for the second plane mirror at what distance? See here, 1 meter, and from here to here 1 meter, and from here to here another 1 meter. So look at here. On the second plane mirror, due to this first image, the image will form at 3 meter distance. So this is called the first image. This is called the second image. Once again, I'm telling you, my dear students, carefully observe. Concentrate on this object and this image. It is fine. First mirror will form first image. You know, that image will act as an object. Students, that image will act as an object for the next mirror, for the second plane mirror. So this is the object for the second plane mirror. This object is at what distance from the second plane mirror? 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 meters. For the second plane mirror, this object is at 3 meters. Yes, exactly at the 3 meters, the image is formed by the second plane mirror. I hope you understand, my dear students, such a beautiful phenomenon. If you go to the barber shop, your front side there is a mirror, your back side also there is a mirror. How many number of images will be formed? You are in middle of them, right? How many number of images will be formed? Several, infinite number of images will be formed. Okay, infinite number of images will be formed. When you go to the dressing room in a shopping mall, trial room in a shopping mall, there will be two mirrors in front of one mirror in front of you, one mirror behind you. How many images will be formed by those two set of mirrors? Infinite number of images will be formed, right? Infinite number of images will be formed. It is just because this. This is just because of this. Image formed by one mirror will act as an object for the second mirror, for the next mirror, like that. So continuously, now this is the image will behave as an object for the first mirror. Then the third image will form somewhere here. And this third image will behave as an object for the second mirror. The image will be formed. That's a fourth image, like that. I hope it's very clear. The detailed analysis I'm giving you, and carefully observe each and every point we discuss is important. There is no waste of time. Okay, clear? All right, wonderful. Now in this case, students, look at here. In this case, for example, you are in a barber shop or a trial room. You can see your first image. You can see your second image, third image, fourth image, fifth image. The difference you can identify one thing. One difference you can identify between the first image and the last image, what you can see. So that is the homework, right? So in this case, homework means after this class, immediately you should respond. After this class, immediately you should respond, my dear students, remember. After this class, immediately you should respond for this answer. So what is the difference between first image? What difference you have to imagine? What is the difference between the first image and the last seen image? The first image and the last seen image in this case of infinite number of images formation. In this case of infinite number of image formation. Okay, students? Clear? Now, okay. The simple example, students. There is a plane mirror, two plane mirrors. The angle between them is 90 degrees. Students, observe, the angle between them is 90 degrees. How many number of images will be formed? That's a question. What is your first step? Finding n dash is your first step. 360 degrees by 90. What is this? 4. Your n dash value is even or odd? Tell me. Your n dash value is even or odd? Your n dash value is even. Yes. If it is even, the number of images formula is n dash minus 1. Number of images formula is n dash minus 1. So number of images are n dash is 4 minus 1. How many? 3 images will be formed. Student, in so many years in KCET exam, this question was asked. This question was asked. Okay. Clear? Clear? Such a colorful slide is there in front of you. Take a screenshot, and at the same time, don't force or ask the other teachers to just keep the screen there and take the screenshot. No, we are sending the recorded videos. From there, you should write the notes. Why? The time is given almost 45 minutes for you. Some of the notes, important parts you should write during this time. Some of the notes. I'm not asking each and every point to be written during the or live class. No. You focus more on the teaching during the live class, and some important points you write it. When we send the recorded lecture, write the notes properly. Write the notes properly. It will be a second time revision for you. Okay, fine. So in my case, in this case, if you want, you can take the screenshot, right? But I cannot like place this slide for a long time here. Understand? So take a screenshot. 1, 2, 3, start. We'll solve the numericals also on that later. Okay, later means in this slide itself, today itself. All right. Net angle of deviation. This is also very important topic, and in NEET exam itself, there were questions based on net angle of deviation. Based on the 2 slides, we will be solving numericals also in this class itself. Net angle of deviation, such a beautiful concept here. What is that? Observe, students. Students, you observe carefully. There is a plane mirror. This already we have discussed. There is a plane mirror. One light ray is incident on the plane mirror, and this is what the angle of incidence, and this is what the reflected light ray. This is angle of reflection, that is nothing but angle of incidence. And observe, this is what the actual path of the light ray when there is no plane mirror is kept. In the first class itself we have discussed, my dear students, the light travels in a straight line path as long as there is no obstruction is kept. So I can write this is the actual path of the light ray, and this is called the reflected path of the light ray, the final reflected path. There is an angle between them. The angle between the actual path of the light ray and the reflected path, that's called angle of deviation from a single plane mirror. What is angle of deviation from a single plane mirror? 180 degrees minus 2i. 180 degrees minus 2i. So that is 180 degrees minus 2i. That is the angle of deviation from a single plane mirror. Students, now what are we going to do? Observe. You'll enjoy a lot after listening to this concept. You'll enjoy a lot, and I can promise, right? See, the topic is that observe. There is a plane mirror here. There is a plane mirror here. Students, a plane mirror is here. There is another plane mirror here. Okay, 2 plane mirrors. You'll enjoy the concept a lot. This is the angle between the 2 plane mirrors is theta. Imagine the first plane mirror, it is a second plane mirror. What are we going to do here is, I'm just incidenting a light ray onto the first plane mirror. So this is what the normal line. Imagine the angle of incidence is alpha. Students, there is a light ray will be reflected like this. Observe, this is also angle of reflection, that is also alpha. There is a deviation produced by the first plane mirror. That is what I'm writing here. Delta 1, 180 degrees minus 2i. I is alpha here. Angle of deviation produced by the first plane mirror. Okay. Now, so this is angle of incidence, sorry, normal, and angle of incidence is beta. And this light ray will be reflected according to laws of reflection. So this is also beta. Now, students, there is an angle of deviation produced by the second plane mirror, that is 180 degrees minus 2 beta from both the plane mirrors. So there is a net angle of deviation. This is a net delta net. This is symbol for delta. Delta net is delta 1 plus delta 2. What is delta 1 plus delta 2, students? Delta 1, 180 degrees minus 2 alpha plus 180 degrees minus 2 beta. And here 180 degrees plus 180 degrees. So I can write that is a 360 degrees minus 2 if I take common. So that is alpha plus beta, you get it. So that is a net angle of deviation is 360 degrees minus 2 alpha into beta, alpha plus beta. I hope you understand so far. Now, what is this alpha plus beta finding is very important. That finding that is very important. So this angle is called 90 minus alpha and this angle is called 90 minus beta. Okay. See this 90 minus alpha, see this 90 minus beta. Understand? This is 90 minus alpha, this is 90 minus beta because this is the normal line. It is already alpha and the rest angle is 90 minus alpha. Same thing. So this is the normal, this is beta and the rest angle is 90 minus beta. And there are the inner angles in this triangle. You can see inner angles in this triangle 90 minus alpha plus 90 minus beta plus theta is equal to 180 degrees. Students, 180 cancel. The theta is as it is and minus alpha goes to the other side plus alpha. Minus beta goes to the other side plus beta. So theta value is how much? Alpha plus beta. So this is equation number 2. This is equation number 2. Students, so the net deviation is equal to, you just substitute this theta here from equation 1 and 2, 360 degrees minus 2 theta. So net angle of deviation is depending on what? Net angle of deviation is depending on what, students? Net angle of deviation is depending on theta. Okay, clear? So this is the beautiful formula, net angle of deviation. Till now we have discussed the angle of deviation from a single plane mirror. Now angle of deviation from two plane mirrors we have discussed. Okay, now let us see if this theta is 90 degrees. What is the net angle of deviation? You know, net angle of deviation is 360 degrees minus 2 into 90, that's 180 degrees, and the angle of deviation is 180 degrees. Okay. You know what does it mean? You know what does it mean? I'll show you. I'll show you. This is more interesting. Carefully see. I'll show you. So this is the first plane mirror and this is the second plane mirror. The angle between them is 90 degrees, students. If I incident a light ray like this, it will be reflected and it will be reflected and again reflected like this. So this is the incident ray, and this is the final reflected ray. Students, what is the angle of deviation definition? What I've told you already. It is the angle between incident light ray and the final reflected light ray. They are in two opposite directions but parallel. They are opposite directions but parallel. So can I say the 120 degrees is the net deviation, or 180 degrees is the net deviation between these two rays? Absolutely correct. 100% correct. So this is how the questions will be asked. And you see, I'll show you how the questions will be framed based on this topic. My dear students, how the questions will be framed based on this topic, I'll tell you. The star mark. Okay, focus here, everybody. Incident light ray and final reflected light ray are anti-parallel to each other, what is the angle between the two plane mirrors? How much? 90 degrees. If the object is placed in between these two plane mirrors somewhere here, how many number of images will be formed? Again, we have gone back to the number of images concept just for the revision. 360 degrees by 90. It's a 4. It's an even number. Number of images formed n dash minus 1. So 3 images will be formed. Okay, students. Clear? Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. I hope you understand. 1, 2, 3. Start. Look at here. This is the question. Which is the combination of, just now I've shown you that question also. Combination of number of images formed and net angle of deviation. Generally, these kind of questions will be asked in JEE models, because in JEE exam, majority of the questions will be interlinked between 2-3 concepts. They will interlink. Okay. Now, a ray of light is reflected successively from two plane mirrors inclined at a certain angle, undergoes a deviation of 300 degrees. So the net deviation they have given as 300 degrees. Okay, students. So the net deviation they have given as 300 degrees. The number of observable images. See, I've told you net deviation and number of observable images. Number of observable images is n. If you want n, you should know n dash. What is n dash? 360 degrees by theta. How can you find theta? Theta you get from here. Net deviation formula is 360 degrees minus 2 theta, which is equal to 300 degrees. My dear students, what is this theta? Is it the angle between two plane mirrors? Yes, of course, it is an angle between two plane mirrors. Okay, so this 360 is kept as it is. This 300 will come to the other side. So that is 60 degrees is equal to this minus 2 theta goes to the other side. So that will be plus 2 theta. And theta value is 30 degrees. Theta value how much? 30 degrees. Yes. Now comes to the number of images formed. N dash is equal to 360 divided by 30. What is the answer? It's a 12. It's a 12. So 12 is the answer. Is it correct? Is it correct? Is it correct? No, never. Why? N dash is not the number of observable images. It is just a simple formula. The number of observable images are n. So this n is equal to, as your n dash value is even. So n value is n dash minus 1. It's a 12 minus 1. It is 11. So this is the correct answer. I hope you are understanding, students. The 3 stars I have given for this. This is the final answer. This is the final answer. In a hurry during the exam, 12 is the option. It is also there here. 12 you got n dash. It is also available here. You will simply mark it and simply lose the mark. All right. And at the same time, let's go back a little. Yes, let's go back a little. Here, what I've told you here, image speed with respect to mirror. Image speed with respect to mirror. So students, here also, some of the students will get confused and in a hurry, they will go with the wrong answer. Image speed with respect to mirror. Mirror is at rest. Image speed with respect to object is different. Image speed with respect to mirror is different. Okay, students? All right. Now, Okay, this is the problem, you take a screenshot. 1. This is the problem, you take a screenshot. 1, 2, 3. Start. All right. Fine. So this is the homework question. Students, take a screenshot. In this today's assignment and class notes time, you must submit this. Okay, don't forget, only one question I have given you as today's assignment. Only one question. This one question you solve it. Try to solve it, right? If not, at the end, after finishing your final exam today, this solution I can send. All right. Okay. Okay, my dear students. And thank you so much for your presence. I'm really happy. And soon we will access the chat option also. And we can chat and we can interact soon. Right? And don't feel otherwise that we are not interacting in the classes. We'll definitely interact. Just give us some time to set everything. Right? So bye bye and signing off. Bye bye.